Hello everyone, I'm Ezra. I'm having coffee, here's proof, and I'm about to play a song. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that song. That's what I do here. I drink coffee, I talk, I play a song. I had a comment. I don't check my comments real frequently, so this one's probably an old comment, but I ran into it a couple of days ago, or yeah, a few days, maybe last week. And I thought I should address it, but I don't want to point out anybody. I don't want to throw shade, as my daughter would say, at anybody. But I did think it was a good question, and it's something I could talk about today. And it was on a video I made about marriage. And it was one kind of expressing something I had learned in my marriage, which maybe most people know naturally, is that my wife is worth everything I have, everything I ever will have. There's nothing in my life that she's not worth giving for. And this comment was, what about the wife before this one? It was something like that. I'm paraphrasing it. And I took that as, first of all, it's a legitimate question. I would ask that if I was getting advice from someone about a business, and I found out their last business was a complete mess and fell apart. I'd question what they're saying. But I also kind of took it as, who are you to be sharing wisdom, understanding, knowledge, advice, whatever, about marriage? And that's right too. I'm not anybody to be sharing any advice. I don't really have any advice for your marriage. And if this person has had a marriage their whole life long, and they've stayed together, and they fought through the hard times, and they're holding on, and they have love, that's the ideal. That's the ideal I want for my children. It's the ideal I had for myself, and I have nothing against that. You're blessed. But you might not get a lot out of my coffee and songs. Not all of them. I mean, some of them I talk about music, but a lot of times music has used me throughout my life, and now I use my songs to talk about things that I think are meaningful. And the thing that I find most meaningful, and the only real message I have to tell people in many various ways, is that if you've destroyed your life, utterly destroyed it, tore it up in little pieces, broke it, burn it, dug a 8-foot hole and buried it, there is still something that can come out of it that is beyond anything you imagine. That's all I really have to say to people. I don't even have the 3-step plan to do that. I just want people to know that, because that's my life. My life was utterly destroyed, inwardly, outwardly, in every way, destroyed, just burnt to the ground. And I didn't know that there was another life out there for me. I looked at that mountain in front of me, and I didn't know there was something on the other side. I didn't know that my actual real life was on the other side of it. And that's what I want to tell people, is that there is a life out there for you. And you can change. You can change in such a way that you're unrecognizable to yourself. I never knew that. And for me, that came through a certain way and a certain path. And of course, it was me just surrendering to God, and me and my wife, because both of our lives were destroyed in divorce and in alcohol and many things, many ways of the consequences of our life, of my life, mainly my consequences, came back and just like a bomb, just blew it all up. And, I don't want to bullshit people. There's so much online, and I digest it too, but it's almost like everybody used to have opinions about the people around them, maybe the town they're in. Now it's like everybody has an opinion on everything in the entire globe, and how everyone should be living and thinking and doing. And they not only have it, but we share it. We share it constantly, all day long. A billion voices out there telling each other how they should live and what their life should look like. I don't have that. I can't promise that I don't have those feelings to tell the whole world how they should act. I mean, I think we all kind of have that sometimes, but that's not at all what I want to bring to the world. I don't want to do that. I actually want to just bring that I don't have the answers. I mean, my life is complicated day by day. I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know how I could give advice to a marriage when I have my own marriage. The only thing that, and somebody shared it with me, and it kind of hit me weird. It's strange that we don't share this more often, is that when somebody truly, truly changes, that they tell somebody else in that same situation that they can too. Now, maybe if your marriage is broken and destroyed and you're divorced or going through one, maybe it can't. But the same message is true. Your life can be revolutionized. And for me, that started with God. That started with me just surrendering to God. And it was a simple prayer of, you show me who you are. Because I don't know. I'm very confused. I don't know. And then going out into my life, into that divorce, into that we were going through, into this broken, shattered life, and saying, I believe that when I say that prayer that God heard me, and I'm going to act like he heard me. And so I'm just going to take care of what's in front of me, as if God just put it right there to take care of. And that might be like changing a light bulb. I mean, that's the change. That's how change happens. It happens if it took you 20 years to dig that hole, you still got to climb out of it, and it takes some time. Anyways, hope that doesn't sound preachy or like I'm being condescending to this person at all, because I truly mean that. You're blessed. You're really blessed. You have something that is rare in our society. A lot of us nowadays have a past that will probably be very hard to get over. And especially in love. One of the things, and I'm going to play this song. This is a song I thought of playing because one of the things when me and my wife came back together, we were going through a divorce, and it was pretty much, we thought it was kind of done. We'd actually gone off to other people. It was just paperwork at that point. And when we came back together and decided to make this work, I forget what we used to call it, but we were just like meat sticks without any skin on us. We were raw meat. We're in so much pain, and we wanted to fix it, but we were in so much pain that just one little word, one little whisper, and it just hurt. Our whole life hurt. And one of the things at this time I wrote this song about was just, I didn't want whole areas, black holes of our life to be hidden from each other. You know, when you think of two people that have had another marriage or other relationships, and there's like all these blind spots in our life that we have to like kind of act like that. Oh, I wasn't happy with so-and-so. And you basically just abandon whatever it is, years of your life, of beauty, of things that were real. And in order not to upset somebody, not to cause jealousy and stuff. And I get that for sure. But me and my wife, we just decided we didn't want this anymore. I wanted to know, the men before me. I wanted to know who they were. I didn't want her to have to hide a story that was cherished, whatever it is, like a rainy morning or over coffee or a time that I want to know her wholly and fully. And I wanted her to know all of me and all of who I am, whether it's good or bad. And so when we came back together, she had a man in her life that was kind of like a common law husband for a decade. I had a wife before her. And at least in our hearts and in our minds, they became old friends that we could talk about We didn't have to hide any of those cherished moments. We didn't have to hide our feelings about things. And I just didn't want bullshit anymore. I don't want it. And I'm not saying I don't have it. I got plenty of it. Oh my gosh. I don't want it though. I don't want it so bad. That's why these coffee and songs, I try not to think about what I'm going to say. I talk before, or do it before the devil knows what I did. Like, do it before my insecurities and my ego can get in front of me and go, don't say that. Oh gosh, what are they going to think? Because I don't want bullshit. I don't want to leave this world. I don't want to leave this world thinking I was never here. And I don't want to be in a marriage thinking that I was never there. I don't want to be in love with someone and express myself and give myself to someone and take care of someone and think that I don't have them and that parts of them are hidden. So that's what this song was. I got to be honest, I don't know if I can even play it. I usually play this with like a beat or my little foot thing. And so this will be interesting. And this is a song I wrote for my wife during this time. I think this was written during the divorce years while we were going through a divorce. If you don't know the story, we reunited. We came back together. We've been together very happily for a long time now. So this is called Missing You. All I wanted, searched the world, found my soul in a Spanish girl on a midnight. But I was missing you. Dreams and doors are open wide. I swear I found God in a beggar's eyes. It was pure light. But I was missing you. Walked along the Pyrenees, forgave a broken child in me. He was so damn tired, but I was missing you. I've been missing you. I've been missing you. Oh, I've been missing you. I've been missing you. I kissed the devil and I nearly died, but I'm so glad that he gave me a ride to this desert town where I've been missing you. Colorado, I sang her a tune. We held our breath as she watched the moon going down. But I was missing you. I've been missing you. Yeah, I've been missing you. Oh, I've been missing you. I've been missing you. I saw Vincent Starry Night. I touched his portrait and I nearly cried, 'cause it was so true. But I was missing you. I've been missing you. I've been missing you. I've been missing you. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me today. We'll see you next time on Coffee and Song. Y'all have a beautiful day. Bye.